Okay, well, Allison asked me to do a little talk here on what the topic of what is mindfulness. So I thought that rather than just defining it, that we might do a little demonstration to show what mindfulness is. So I invite you all to participate in this demonstration. The way this is going to work, I'm going to count 3, 2, 1, then ask everyone to clap with me. 1, 2, 3, as hard as you can. And then we're going to hold our hands about this far apart as if we're holding a football end to end. And then we'll go through the brief demonstration. So I invite you all to participate in this demonstration, if you will. If you will, just kind of sit up have some attitude about this, and we have both feet squarely on the ground, and we have an erect posture, and we'll go, and I'll count 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. And now, not without looking at the hands, just holding them about that far apart. And you may even want to close your eyes as you just start to pay attention to any sensations that you have in your hands. Just notice how the hands feel. Any tingling, perhaps, or warmth, or cold. Maybe sort of a pins and needles sensation. Now I'd invite you to direct your attention to the thumbs. Just noticing anything that you feel in the area of the thumbs. Now leaving the thumbs, we can redirect our attention toward the little fingers, the pinkies. Just noticing any sensations in the little fingers. And if you're comfortable with that, perhaps even going more focused attention to the very tip of the left little finger. Just noticing any sensations there. So now as we leave the little fingers and perhaps gently let our hands rest in our laps and take our attention to something that we do 20,000 times a day, though we seldom pay attention to it. That's our breathing. Just noticing what it feels like to breathe in and breathe out. Perhaps noticing the air moving in, cool as it goes into the nose and warm as it goes out. Maybe noticing the belly rise as you breathe in and fall as you breathe out. And just being with the breath for a few moments. And now as we move our attention back out to the whole body and out into the room and draw this brief exercise to a close. So I would ask you all, so what's the point? What's the point here? Why did I ask you to direct your attention to what's going on in your hands or your little fingers? And I want to use this chart to demonstrate where we typically have our attention. So we have the thinking and doing mode where we spend the huge majority of our waking lives. This line up here represents sort of the slice of where we tend to focus have our awareness. Down below, this line is the slice where ostensibly doing mindfulness training, we would wind up spending much more time in the sensing and being mode. And so, why would we want to do that? What's in it for us? Well, there's a growing body of research that's developed over the past 40 years or so that tells us that spending even 15, 20, 30 minutes a day in this sensing mode, that is, doing mindfulness training, can have a profound effect on our mental health and sense of well-being. It reduces cortisol levels, the stress hormones. It improves heart health. It improves our ability to focus our attention on a particular task. It actually changes the brain physically. Study after study shows growth in neurons in the areas of the brain involved in decision making, and also in present moment awareness, and in very important factors like compassion and empathy. Increases our ability to be compassionate and empathic toward our fellow human beings, which I think we all agree with is a good thing. So there's a lot of evidence that tells us it would very well may be helpful for us to do this mindfulness training. So I introduced that to you as one of the tools I may be able to help you develop in your life, and to tell you that I'm here available for you and everyone here on the post for individual counseling. I do mindfulness training both individually and in a group setting. I can provide consultation on issues like having to do with relationships, maybe working relationships or family, or mood issues, anger management, and other mood management issues. And I can do that very informally, hallway consultations, or I can do that formally as an appointment in my office, and I can be reached through email or calling the health unit. And I really appreciate your time today. Thanks.